Zoe Park looked at the camera. Ring light perfectly positioned. Trendy true crime music playing in the background. Okay guys, so I zoomed into the last photo of Emma, and look at this. Screen share. Photo zoomed in. Storefront. Logo. Foot Locker, Oakbrook Mall. Police said she was last seen shopping but never said where. Now we know. Comments were flooding in. OMG Zoe, you're a detective. This is why I love your content. Viral. But here's the creepy part, Zoe continued. Dramatic pause. Perfect TikTok timing. Look at the right side. See this person? Hoodie. Watching Emma. Zoom. Closer. That logo. St. Mary's High School. But Emma went to Lincoln High. Dramatic music swelled. So, who is this person? And why are they watching Emma? Video ended. She posted it. Within 2 hours, 50,000 views. She had no idea, in 48 hours, police would call her. In 72 hours, Emma would be found. And Zoe's life would change forever. Welcome to Echo Tales, where real stories meet real consequences. Before we dive into today's story, if you love stories about social media, true crime, and unexpected outcomes, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. We share real-life inspired stories every single day. And I have a question for you. Have you ever discovered something on social media that shocked you when you realized it was real? Where's the line between entertainment and reality? Leave a comment below and let us know where you're watching from today. Whether you're watching from Chicago, New York, or anywhere in the world, you've probably watched true crime content on TikTok. Unsolved mysteries. Missing persons. Cold cases. But what if a TikTok video actually solved a case? What if it found a girl police couldn't find for 10 years? Today's story is about Zoe Park. 22-year-old criminology student. 500,000 TikTok followers. True crime content creator. She made one video. For fun. To go viral. And she solved a 10-year-old cold case. But that success didn't make her a hero. It sent her into depression. Because sometimes winning is heavier than losing. Zoe Park, 22, was born and raised in Chicago. Northwest Side, a hardworking neighborhood. Her family was Korean immigrants. Mom and dad owned a restaurant, a small Korean barbecue place. As a kid, Zoe read true crime books. Nancy Drew, Hardy Boys, then Agatha Christie, Gillian Flynn. Crime, mystery, detective stories, she was obsessed. When high school ended, she studied criminology at Northwestern University. Goal: become an FBI agent. Or a homicide detective. But college was expensive. She had a scholarship but it wasn't enough. Part-time jobs, Starbucks, campus bookstore. Money was always tight. In 2021, junior year, she started TikTok. At first it was a hobby. She told true crime stories. Famous cases: Ted Bundy, Zodiac Killer, JonBenet Ramsey. First 6 months, 5,000 followers. Slow growth. Then one video went viral. The murder case police got wrong, 2M views. That week 50,000 new followers came. Zoe noticed something: people loved true crime. Content existed, demand existed, money existed. Sponsors came. NordVPN, HelloFresh, Audible. Small amounts, $200, $500, $1,000 per video. End of 2022, 500,000 followers. She was making $3,000 to $4,000 a month. Better than Starbucks. Beginning of 2023, she became a full-time content creator. School became part-time. TikTok became priority. But Zoe had forgotten something: true crime was about real people. Real families. Real pain. Not content, reality. And that reality was about to hit her. October 15, 2013. Emma Rodriguez, 16 years old, disappeared from Chicago. She was a Lincoln High School student. Sophomore. Middle-class family, Mother Maria was a cleaner, Father Carlos a construction worker. 2 younger siblings. That day, after school, Emma went to Oakbrook Mall with friends. Shopping. A normal day. At 6 p.m. her friends left. Emma said, "I'll stay a bit longer." She stayed alone. At 8 p.m. her mother called. No answer. At 10 p.m. they called police. Missing person report. Emma was never seen again. Chicago PD searched for 6 months. Mall CCTV, Emma was last seen at 6:30 p.m. outside Foot Locker. Alone. On her phone. Then, nothing. She had vanished. No leads. No suspects. No witnesses. In 2014, the case went cold. Detective Sarah Morrison closed the file but never let it go. Every year she'd look again. On Emma's birthday. On the day she disappeared. But for 10 years, no developments. Emma Rodriguez, unsolved mystery. Missing girl. Forgotten. Until 2023. March 2023. Zoe started a new video series, Unsolved Mysteries, Where Are They? The concept was simple, old cold cases. Missing persons. Zoe does research, presents theories, raises awareness. First video, The Vanishing of Maura Murray, 1M views. Second video, Brian Schaefer, How Did He Disappear? 800K views. Third video, Asha Degree, The 9-Year-Old Mystery, 1.2M views. The series was doing well. Followers loved it. Sponsors were coming. Zoe was looking for a topic for the 4th video. She wanted a local case, from Chicago. Relatable. She found the Emma Rodriguez case. 10-year-old cold case. Perfect. She did research. Chicago Tribune archives. Reddit threads, r/unresolved mysteries. Facebook groups, missing, Emma Rodriguez. Police reports, public records. Emma's social media, still active, family maintaining it. After 1 week of research, she wrote a script. 5-part TikTok series. Each video 60 seconds. Part 1, Who was Emma? Background, family, school. Part 2, The Day She Disappeared, timeline, last seen. Part 3, Police investigation, what they found, what they missed. Part 4, Theories, runaway? Abduction? Foul play? Part 5, The background detail, Zoe's discovery. Parts 1 to 4 went normally. Good views. 500K to 800K per video. Comments were supportive. But Part 5 changed everything. For Part 5, Zoe was analyzing Emma's last photo. The photo was taken by Emma's friend, Oakbrook Mall, around 6 p.m., before Emma left them. Emma in selfie pose with friends. Background, mall, storefronts, people. Zoe zoomed in. Looking for details. Anything unusual. First look, nothing. Normal mall photo. Second look, storefront visible, logo blurry but readable, Foot Locker. Matching police report. Third look, Zoe focused on the right corner of the photo. A person there. Hooded sweatshirt. Behind Emma, a bit far. She zoomed in. Closer. The person seemed to be looking at Emma. Or so it appeared. She wasn't sure. Zoomed more. Sweatshirt had a logo. Small but readable. St. Mary's High School. Zoe stopped. St. Mary's? She opened Google. St. Mary's High School, Chicago. Found it. St. Mary's Catholic High School, Southwest Side, Chicago. Emma went to Lincoln High, North Side. Different schools. Different neighborhoods. So this person wasn't Emma's friend. At least not a school friend. Zoe saved the photo. Circled the person. Enhanced the sweatshirt logo, photo editing software. She thought. This is a good detail for the video. Adds mystery. She filmed the video. Part 5. Stuck to the script but added the discovery. Look at this person. Hoodie. St. Mary's High School. But Emma went to Lincoln. Who is this? Dramatic music. Zoom effect. Perfect TikTok editing. She posted it. 1 hour, 30K views. 2 hours, 50K views. 4 hours, 100K views. Comments were flooding. OMG Zoe, you're literally solving this. Someone needs to find who went to St. Mary's in 2013. This is huge. Call the police. Zoe smiled. Going viral, she thought. But it occurred to her, should I call the police? It's just a hoodie logo. Police probably already know, she rationalized. That night she slept happy. Video was successful. Followers were engaged. She had no idea, in 24 hours her life would completely change. Next day, 2 p.m. Zoe was studying in the university library. Phone rang. Caller ID, 312 area code. Chicago. Hello? Ms. Zoe Park? A woman's voice. Serious. Professional. Yes? Detective Sarah Morrison, Chicago Police Department, Cold Case Unit. Can we talk about the Emma Rodriguez case? Zoe's heart raced. Yes, of course. Is there a problem with my video? No, no problem. But in your TikTok video you found a detail. The person in the hoodie, St. Mary's logo. Yes, I noticed it. I thought maybe it was important. Ms. Park, Morrison interrupted. That detail gave us an important lead. We need to talk. In person. When are you available? Now? I mean today? Yes. Give me your address, I'll come. Or you can come to the station. Zoe panicked. Did I do something wrong? No, Morrison's voice softened. On the contrary. You did something very right. But we need to discuss details. It's important. 1 hour later, Zoe was at the 18th District Station. Interrogation room. But not as a suspect, as a witness. Morrison sat across from her. In her 40s, looked experienced, tired but determined. Ms. Park, I watched your video. All 5 parts. You did research on Emma. Yes, public records, old news, social media. How did you notice the person in the hoodie? I zoomed into the photo. I was looking at the background. And they were there. When I saw the logo, I thought maybe it was important. Morrison pulled out an iPad. Showed the photo, the same frame from Zoe's video. We examined this photo 10 years ago. But we missed this detail. Resolution was low, logo was blurry. We focused on the storefront, not the people in the background. Morrison opened another photo. Enhanced version. Logo clearer. St. Mary's High School. In 2013 it had 850 students. We examined this list. Looking for connection to Emma. Did you find any? Morrison paused. Yes. Kevin Ramirez. Senior, 2013. St. Mary's. He knew Emma. How? They were at the same summer camp in summer 2012. Church camp, Northwest Side. Emma and Kevin met there. Zoe's breath caught. And, where is Kevin now? Morrison's face darkened. He died in 2015. Car accident. Alone, at night, drunk driving. Oh. But before Kevin died, he was seeing a therapist. PTSD. Guilt. Therapist notes exist, confidential, but we got a court order. Morrison stopped. Looked at Zoe. Kevin saw Emma at Oakbrook Mall in October 2013. Followed her. Wanted to talk, but Emma refused. Kevin got angry. There was an argument according to the notes. And then? Kevin followed Emma to the parking lot. Emma tried to run. Kevin didn't mean to hurt her, but there was an accident. Emma fell, hit her head. Kevin panicked. Put the body in his car, took it to the forest. Zoe's world spun. So Emma died. 10 years ago. Accident, but Kevin hit her. Never told anyone. 2 years later he died himself, took the secret with him. But, how will you find the body? Kevin's dead. Morrison smiled. Tired but hopeful. Kevin's therapy notes have a detail. In the forest, near my childhood place, where nobody knows. We found Kevin's childhood place. Palos Forest Preserve, Southwest Side. We're searching there now. Zoe stayed silent. Thoughts racing. Morrison continued, Ms. Park, if you hadn't noticed that logo, we would never have looked at Kevin. He wasn't in the file. We focused on Emma's school friends, family. Kevin was a different circle entirely. So you solved a 10-year-old cold case. With a TikTok video. 3 days later, Chicago PD made an announcement. Emma Rodriguez's remains have been found at Palos Forest Preserve. After 10 years, the family has found closure. Details cannot be shared while investigation continues. Media exploded. Chicago Tribune, missing girl found after 10 years, thanks to TikTok detective. CNN, how social media solved a cold case police couldn't. BuzzFeed. This 22-year-old TikToker just cracked a 10-year mystery. Zoe's TikTok exploded. 500K followers, 1M, 1.5M, 2.1M. Within a week. Her videos went viral, part 5 especially. 50M views. DMs flooded. You're a hero. Amazing detective work. You should join the FBI. Media interview requests. Good Morning America. CNN. BBC. Netflix, documentary offer. Sponsor offers. $10,000 per video. Brand deals. Merchandise. Zoe's life changed overnight. Fame. Money. Recognition. But Zoe wasn't happy. 1 week later, Zoe visited Emma's family. Chicago, Southwest Side. Modest home. Working neighborhood. Maria Rodriguez opened the door. She looked tired. But in her eyes, there was relief. Pain was still there, but uncertainty was gone. Zoe, Maria smiled. Hugged Zoe. Thank you. Thank you. They went into the living room. Carlos was there, Emma's 2 siblings, now 24 and 22, grandparents. Emma's photos on the wall. 16 years old. Smiling. Full of life. 10 years, Carlos spoke. His voice thick. 10 years we didn't know where our daughter was. If she was alive. If she was suffering. Every day we wondered. Maria continued, police stopped searching. Media forgot. Everyone said, move on with your life. But how? Emma was missing. But you, Carlos looked at Zoe. You didn't give up. For a girl you didn't know. You did research. Found details. Gave us hope. And you found our daughter, Maria, through tears. Now we know. There's closure. We can bury Emma. Properly. We can grieve. We can move forward. Emma's sister, Sophia, 24, spoke. I couldn't remember Emma. I was too young. But I remember my family, how they fell apart. You gave them peace. Zoe was silent. Her throat tight. She couldn't speak. Because there was a truth she couldn't tell anyone. Zoe hadn't done this for Emma. Hadn't done it for the family. She'd done it for content. To go viral. For followers. Emma wasn't real to her. Just a story. A TikTok video. And now the family was thanking her. Thought she was a hero. But Zoe didn't feel like a hero. She felt like a fraud. 2 weeks later, Zoe was on Good Morning America. Live broadcast. Millions watching. Host, Zoe, you solved a 10-year-old case. How do you feel? Zoe smiled. Camera smile. She'd practiced. Honored. Grateful I could help Emma's family. You're a criminology student. Are you thinking of joining the FBI? Maybe someday. But right now I want to continue raising awareness about unsolved cases on TikTok. Amazing. You're a real hero. Hero. Everyone thought she was a hero. But Zoe knew the truth. That night Zoe opened TikTok. 2.1 million followers. Comments. Queen. Legend. You inspire me. She needed to post a new video. Followers were waiting. Sponsors too. But Zoe couldn't. Because every time she thought about unsolved case videos, she saw Emma. 16 years old. Scared. Alone. Dying. And Zoe had made her story entertainment. True crime with Zoe, fun content. Trendy music. Dramatic zooms. But true crime was real, wasn't it? Real people. Real pain. Real death. Zoe had confused content with reality. And now she couldn't tell the difference. 3 weeks later, Zoe couldn't get out of bed. Wasn't going to classes. Wasn't filming videos. Phone off. Depression. Anxiety. Guilt. Her friend Mia knocked on the door. Zoe? If you're in there, please open. Silence. Zoe, please. You haven't talked to anyone for 2 weeks. Haven't posted. Everyone's worried. Finally Zoe opened the door. She looked terrible, hair messy, face pale, eyes red. Hey, Mia whispered. Came inside. Sat by the bed. What happened? You found Emma. You became a hero. Why? I'm not a hero, Zoe cut her off. Her voice broken. Everyone thinks I am, but I'm not. Why would you say that? Because, Zoe through tears, I didn't do it for Emma. Didn't do it for her family. I did it for content. To go viral. For followers. Emma wasn't real to me. Just a video. A story. Entertainment. But they're thanking me. Saying you didn't give up. But I never cared. I just wanted views. Mia listened quietly. And now, Zoe continued, every night I see Emma. In my dreams. 16 years old. Scared. Dying. And I made her viral content. 2.1 million people are watching me. Wanting more videos. But I can't. Because every unsolved case is real people. Real families. And I'm making them entertainment. Mia held Zoe's hand. Zoe, you didn't do anything wrong. You found Emma. Her family found closure. You did a good thing. But for the wrong reasons. Do reasons matter? The result matters. Emma was found. Zoe shook her head. But she didn't believe it. 1 month later, Zoe started therapy. Dr. Linda Chen, trauma specialist. First session. Zoe, why are you here? Because I found a girl. Dead. Missing for 10 years. And I should be a hero, but I feel guilty. Why guilty? Because I made her viral content. She wasn't a real person to me. Just a video. But now she is real? Yes. Too real. Too much. Dr. Chen took notes. Zoe, you're a college student. 22 years old. You were making true crime content, entertainment, education. Normal. But Emma was real. But you didn't know her. Making content was normal behavior. You didn't do anything wrong. But my motivation can be complex. Maybe initially you just wanted content. But you did research. Found details. Cooperated when police called. In the end, Emma was found. You don't have to start with good intentions. You can still do a good thing in the end. Zoe stayed silent. Dr. Chen continued, the problem is, you confused content with reality. True crime can be entertainment. But it can also be education, awareness, justice. Both can exist together. But where's the line? The line is respect. Respecting victims. Respecting families. Not sensationalizing reality. Do you think I was respectful? Dr. Chen thought. I watched your videos. You used Emma's name. Showed her photo. But it was respectful. You mentioned her family. Showed empathy. Dramatic but respectful. So you weren't perfect. But you weren't bad either. Somewhere in the middle. Human. 2 months later, Zoe went to Emma's funeral. Maria had invited her. Please come. As the girl who found Emma, you're like part of our family. Zoe didn't want to go. But she owed it. To Emma. To the family. The funeral was in Chicago, small Catholic church. 200 people there. Family, friends, teachers, community. Emma's casket in front. Closed, after 10 years only bones remained. Zoe sat in the back. Cried quietly. The priest spoke, Emma Rodriguez was taken from us at 16. Too soon. Too cruelly. For 10 years we didn't know where she was. But today we're bringing her home. She's finding peace. Maria spoke, my daughter, my baby. For 10 years every day I wondered. Was she alive? Hungry? Scared? And now I know. Now I can find peace. Sophia, Emma's sister, spoke, I didn't know my sister. But I knew my family. And I saw their pain. I prayed every day for Emma to be found. And someone answered my prayers. Sophia looked at Zoe. Her eyes filled. Thank you. Zoe bowed her head. Kept crying. After the funeral, Zoe went to the grave. Emma's stone was simple. Zoe knelt down. Whispered, Emma. I'm sorry. I didn't know you. But I should have. I should have remembered you were a real person. I helped your family. But I started for the wrong reasons. And I'm sorry for that. But I'm honored. We found you. Now you're at peace. Zoe stood up. Felt something, light, soft. Like something had lifted. Guilt? Maybe a little. As she was leaving, someone called out. Zoe? It was Detective Morrison. Wearing a suit, had been at the funeral. Detective. How are you? Managing. You? Morrison smiled. I'm at peace. I carried this case for 10 years. Thought about it every day. And finally it's over. Emma came home. Thanks to you. No, Zoe shook her head. Luck. I just noticed a detail. Not luck, Morrison serious. You paid attention. You cared. Most people don't look. You looked. Zoe stayed silent. Morrison continued, Zoe, you make true crime content. And maybe initially you did it for entertainment. But in the end, you served justice. Emma was found. Her family found closure. You don't have to start with good intentions. You can still do a good thing in the end. My therapist said the same thing. Morrison smiled. Smart woman. Listen to her. 3 months later, Zoe returned to TikTok. But different. She posted a new video. First video since Emma. I need to talk about Emma Rodriguez, and what I learned. The video was 3 minutes long for TikTok, but Zoe couldn't cut it. Hey guys. Zoe here. I haven't made videos for 3 months. You know why? The Emma Rodriguez case. 10-year cold case. I found her. Went viral. And I became a hero. Everyone said, amazing. Sponsor offers came. Even a Netflix documentary offer. But I wasn't happy. Because I realized something. I saw Emma as content. To go viral. For followers. She wasn't real to me. But Emma was real. A 16-year-old girl. Had a family. Had dreams. And she died. Horribly. And I made her entertainment. I went to therapy. 3 months. And I learned, true crime can be entertainment. But it must also be respect. Must be empathy. Victims are real people. Families are suffering real pain. We must not forget this. So I'm going to continue, true crime content. But different. More respectful. More conscious. More human. Emma taught me a lesson. An expensive lesson. But important. And if you watch true crime too, remember, these are real people. Real stories. Let's respect them. She posted the video. Comments came. Respect for this honesty. This is why we follow you. Thank you for being real. Emma would be proud. Zoe started a new series, Unsolved, with respect. Differences. Gets permission from families, if alive. No sensational music, respectful tones. Victim photos used carefully. Mental health resources at end of every video. 10% of profit goes to missing person organizations. First video, the disappearance of Asha Degree, a family's hope. She talked to Asha's mother. Got permission. Made it respectful. 800K views. Comments. This is how true crime should be done. Respectful and informative. Thank you, Zoe. Followers grew slowly. Dropped from 2.1 M to 1.8 M, after viral hype ended, then rose again. 2.3 M, but this time real. Engaged. Respectful community. April 2024. Zoe graduated from Northwestern. Criminology degree. She applied to FBI. Behavioral Analysis Unit. Got accepted, training program, Quantico. But before that, she needed to do something. She went to Emma's grave. Brought flowers, White roses, Emma's favorite, Maria had told her. "Hey Emma," Zoe whispered. "It's been a year. Since the funeral. I got accepted to FBI. Going to be a real detective. Because of you. You showed me, this isn't just content. It's real. I'm still doing true crime. On TikTok. But different now. Respectful. In every video I remember you. I ask, what would Emma want? I saw your family last month. Maria's birthday. They invited me. I'm considered a family friend now. Strange but nice. Thank you, Emma. You taught me, fame doesn't matter. Going viral doesn't matter. Reality matters. People matter. Rest in peace." Zoe stood up. Sun was setting. Cemetery was quiet. Peaceful. Phone rang. It was Mia. "Zoe. Where are you?" "Graduation party started. Coming. 5 minutes." Zoe looked at the grave one last time. Smiled. For the first time she felt truly at peace. Emma was found. Her family found closure. Zoe learned her lesson. And life went on. December 2024. Zoe is in FBI training. Quantico, Virginia. Behavioral analysis. Profiling. Cold cases. Real detective work. Still doing TikTok, part-time. 2.5 million followers. But different. Conscious. Respectful. Still talks to Emma's family. Every month. Visits during holidays. Maria sees Zoe as a second daughter. Emma brought you to us. One evening Zoe was sitting in FBI dorms. Looking at a new case on her laptop. Missing person, 14-year-old boy, Ohio. Looking for details. Looking at photos. Zooming in. And she noticed something. In the background. A small detail. Maybe important. Old Zoe would have thought, this will go viral. New Zoe thought, this could help a family. She took notes. Continued research. Until morning. Because now she knew, this isn't just content. Real lives. Real families. Real hope. And maybe, one day, another Emma would come home. Because of Zoe. But this time for the right reasons. Emma Rodriguez disappeared in 2013. She was 16 years old. 10 years later, a 22-year-old TikToker found her. With a viral video. The story looks like a hero story. But Zoe knows, it's more complex. Fame is easy. Going viral is easy. But caring about real people, that's hard. True crime can be entertainment. But it's also responsibility. Every story is a real person. Every video is a real family. And sometimes going viral is the biggest lesson. Zoe found Emma. But Emma found Zoe, her real self. And that was more valuable than any viral video. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to subscribe. Echo Tales shares real-life inspired, thought-provoking stories every day. Where are you watching from today? Share in the comments. And remember, social media is a powerful tool. But it must be used responsibly. Behind every post are real people. See you in the next story. Green heart magnifying glass tilted left.